When the software starts, you're presented with these four panels. On the left-hand side, you have a 3D view showing the cardiac anatomy. On the top right, you have a browser panel, currently displaying a list of intracardiac structures. This is where the interactive cardiac anatomy textbook is displayed. And on the bottom right, we have an ultrasound panel. The ultrasound panel is where the output of the simulated transesophageal echocardiography probe is displayed when it's being used. And then the last panel across the bottom of the screen is the ECG graph. The ECG graph lets me see exactly which moment during the cardiac cycle I'm currently looking at. The first thing is to get my heart beating. So if I click on the play button in the bottom right corner, the heart starts beating. And I can also then pause it at any moment during the cardiac cycle, or jump to a particular moment simply by clicking on my ECG graph. I can also scrub backwards and forwards through the cardiac cycle, or play my cardiac heart cycle in slow motion. If I show my ultrasound view and my simulated ultrasound probe, I can start to push my simulated ultrasound probe down the esophagus using this control panel in the top right. As the probe moves down behind the heart, you can see the simulated output on the ultrasound panel. Now this output is generated in real time from our cardiac model, which means that the probe can be positioned to absolutely anywhere within space, and it will show the corresponding image. I can also then slice my heart down the plane of the ultrasound. This makes it very easy to see exactly how a particular ultrasound image is derived from the cardiac anatomy. In addition to being able to position my probe interactively, we've also bookmarked the standard imaging planes used during medical examinations. I can access these imaging planes from this menu, and then by selecting any of the standard views of the heart. So by selecting a 4-chamber view, my probe will transition to a 4-chamber view of the heart, and my ultrasound panel will show the corresponding image. Another feature of the software is the ability to create interactive slideshows. To do this, I can create a slide page from this menu here, and then store the current state of the software by clicking the plus button. If I now move my camera, or for example close my ECG, I can return to the previous state simply by clicking on the name of the slide. As you can see, the camera transitions smoothly to its previous position, and this is true of all other aspects of the software, allowing to create seamless slide presentations. So for example, if I now move my camera to another position and move my probe to a different place, I can store this new state of the software and then transition between the two states simply at the touch of a button.